सिन्दूरारुणविग्रहां त्रिनयनां माणिक्यमौलिस्फुरत् तारानायकशेखरां स्मितमुखीम् आपीनवक्षोरुहां पाणिभ्यमलिपूर्णरत्नचषकं रक्तोत्पलं बिभ्रतिं सौम्यां रत्नघटस्थरक्तचरणां ध्यायेत् परामम्बिकाम्. Jai Ma Lalita Ambika, Jai Gurudev. I bow down at the lotus feet of all my gurus and my Guru Parampara. I bow down at the lotus feet of Ma Lalita, residing in the hearts of all my listeners. And I bow down at the lotus feet of Adi Shankaracharya. And I pray to all of them that may they give me that special blessing by which I should be able to explain you Soundarya Lahari in very simple words. We just finished in previous videos all the way till 41 shlokas, which is the part of Anand Lahari. And Anand Lahari at many times gets complicated because it has so many secrets in it. It talks about yantra worship, it talks about Bala Tripura Sundari form, it talks about Kundalini, and majorly it focused on Antaryag, which is internal worship. And some of my own experiences with some of the mantras, some especially shloka number 14, I mentioned all of those. So many times when you hear Anand Lahari, it does become confusing or complicated. But somehow, with God's blessing, whatever I have understood, and with my Guru's blessings, whatever they have explained me, and whatever was practical for me in my own life, I practice that, and that is what I'm sharing. And whatever I'm going to share is something that I could understand as a layman. But sometimes I understand that even if I say I understood it as a layman, but many times people don't understand. But don't have to worry. Whatever you could understand, that's enough. Read Soundarya Lahari every day to Ma, and you will see the blessings. So, because it is written by Adi Shankaracharya. Now, the first part, as we told you, it is divine itself. Now we are entering into shloka number 42. From here onwards, it will be Soundarya Lahari from 42 till the end. Close to 100 shlokas are there. So, till the end, we are going to hear now Soundarya Lahari. The previous part was more technical, tantra in it. But here it is not much technical, it is actually describing the beauty of Ma. Shankaracharya made it simple for everyone. From now onwards, it is so simple that even though Shankaracharya, who was the main proponent of Brahma Vidya or meditating upon the formless God or the omnipresent conscious, super conscious energy, that was his style of explaining the God Tattva, God as essence of God. But here when you read Soundarya Lahari, it is very different. He goes on describing Ma's beauty, and Ma's beauty you can, when you're really reading it and meditating on it, you will see that Ma's beauty, even though he spoke about Brahma, which is Nirakar, Nirguna, means formless, and above the three gunas, but something which is formless. Here when you read Soundarya Lahari, you see that there are so many different forms of Ma that is coming out. For example, he will describe about mother's hairs. Then he describes about eyes. Then he describes about her hands or her feet or her neck or her navel or her waist. He describes so many things. And about the gunas, even though Brahma is Nirgun, Nirgun means without any qualities. But here in Soundarya Lahari, he starts describing about Ma's qualities, and especially his Ma's quality of affection towards her children. When I say children, means devotees. All of us are her children. So Ma has that special quality. Even though when we worship the Brahma Swarup of Ma, she will be all peace and all love and formless. But here in Soundarya Lahari, actually a form comes out through each and every paragraph. So we are going to read them, and I'm going to give you those special things where I meditated, and Ma became a living goddess for me. Wherever I see, whatever I see, I always see her. And one of the reasons is because I practiced meditating on shloka number 42. I am more bhava oriented, means I like to connect with Ma with feelings, and shloka number 42 onwards is all with feelings. The technicality is less, ritualistic worship is less. It is all in bhava. Bhava means that special emotion, that feeling. All right, let's begin. Soundarya Lahari 42. गतैर्माणिक्यत्वं गगनमणिभिः सान्द्रघटितं किरीटं ते हैमं हिमगिरिसुते कीर्तयति यः सनीडेयाच्छाया चूर्णशबलं चन्द्रशकलं धनुःशौनासीरं किमति न Nibadhanati Dhishanam. It says, O daughter of snow mountains, that is Himalayas. O daughter of snow mountains, those who meditate upon your crown. And how is your crown? That crown which is studded by 12 suns. Studded, it is made up of 12 suns. See, when the sun moves in every zodiac, the sun has a different quality to it. So there are 12 suns. So when you meditate on Ma, he says, those who meditate upon you, first thing they will meditate upon your crown, and that crown has 12 suns as the main gems in it. And what are the other gems and stones? What it is studded with? It is studded with the stars. And those who meditate like this on you, they see like thousands of rays are coming out of you because of the crown. The sun is there, the moon is there, the crescent moon is there, and the suns are in the golden crown, and the stars are there in the golden crown. Now these are reflecting lights, and somebody thinks that when we meditate on that, the person will think, oh, this is like the rainbow that occurs in the clouds. Meaning, when you see the rainbow, when you see a rainbow, what you must think? You must think, oh, this is the light being reflected from mother's crown. Now, what is mother's crown? The mother's crown is the sky. What are the gemstones there? The stars. What are the main stones there? What is it that is reflecting? The sun. And then there is a crescent moon she is wearing. Now here, this meditation is very important. One thing I told you like that. So you open eyes, you see everything, and it is mother. But another thing, it says your crown is golden, and the color is not just golden, it has something reddish to it. Now this meditation specifically is a meditation of early morning. Brahmavela we call it. At that time, around 3:30 or so, you wake up and you look outside and you start meditating. At that moment, you will see that the sky is still darker, but it has some slight reddish hue. Slowly, the darkness goes away and the reddish hue of the sun will start appearing. The sun hasn't appeared yet, but you see the little light color, golden color is there. And you also see during that time that the moon is also there. And the stars are also there. And the sun is hiding behind the clouds. And you see the orangish color, golden color there. And that golden color is sometimes reflected in the moon too. So that moment, when you get up, and first thing you see in nature is the sky, where we feel mother is there, though mother is present everywhere. But sometimes we focus our attention to one particular spot and we say, mother is in the sky. And you look at the sky, you see the moon, you see the stars, and you know the sun is going to rise. The color is changing. Oh mother, that is the crown that you're wearing. So mother's crown is reflecting in the sky. Mother means prakriti. Mother means nature. If you have to connect with Ma, you should connect with nature. You should connect with the sun, the moon, the stars, the sky, the color of the sky at different times, early morning, different time, crimson red color, or golden color, or bluish color, or blackish color. All colors you see in the sky. Every time you look at the sky, you must say, oh, mother smiling. Oh, mother's crown. Oh, stars. Oh, the gemstones in mother's crown. See how the meditation become easy? You will never forget Ma whenever you are in nature. You are driving and you see blue skies. The blue skies are indicating something that will come in one of the shlokas. I'm not going to say now. When we go to the shloka, we will understand. Because my meditation is like that. Morning you see, when you see the stars, the sun and the moon together, oh, I am seeing the crown of Ma. Like that. So this is the description that is given here. Now let's go to the next one. धुनोतु ध्वान्तं नस् तुलितदलितेन्दीवरमनं घनस्निग्धश्लक्ष्णं चिकुरनिकुरम्बं तव शिवे यदीयं सौरभ्यं सहजमुपलब्धुं सुमनसो वसन्त्यस्मिन् मन्ये बलमथनवाटी वीटपिनाम्. Oh. He says, now here the meditation goes, first we meditated on the crown, now the meditation goes on Ma's lovely, luxuriant, oily and soft hair. So now he says, oh Ma, your beautiful hair, they are driving out the darkness present in our minds. And they appear as vast lily, as an expanse of blue lilies growing everywhere. I feel that the flowers from Kalpavriksha of Indra is the kingly god. He is the god of the heavens or the king of the heavens. So he says, Adi Shankaracharya says, when I look at your hair, they appear bluish or darkish in color. Now, I'll explain that bluish color too. They appear darkish in color, and you are wearing flowers on them. Those flowers, where have they come from? They have come from Indra's garden, and you are wearing some lotuses, and those lotuses also have come from Indra's garden. And why do these flowers come to you? It says that mother, your hair is so fragrant. In our world, we make our hair fragrant, don't we? When we put shampoo has to have some nice fragrance. So if you take a shampoo on your hair, it'll smell so good. So see here, imagine the meditation that we are doing. It's not a very boring meditation. It's a very interesting meditation. We meditate on the crown, then we meditate on her hair. And her hair is oily, shining, full of flowers. Why? Where are these flowers coming from? Oh, these are beautiful flowers from Kalpavriksha. What is Kalpavriksha? Kalpavriksha is a wish-fulfilling tree, and it grows. Where does it grow? It grows in heaven. And those flowers, Ma is putting them on their hair. Then it is also filled with lotuses. Ma is also putting a lotus, blue lotus, which is coming from Indra's abode. So all these beautiful flowers, they are smelling so good. So when we are thinking of Ma, she's wearing flower on her hair, and her hair is smelling good, and the flowers are smelling good. The flowers are smelling good because they are in touch with Ma's hair. Ma's hair's fragrance beats everybody else's fragrance. So these flowers come there to take Ma's hair's fragrance, and that is why these flowers are also smelling good, because of being in touch with Ma. Now here, so that's Ma's hair. then the next line we will read, and then I will explain you both the paragraphs together. Because why we are meditating, understand. One is we are looking at the picture of Ma and we are meditating on each and everything. Another meditation is we are looking at the sky early in the morning and then we are meditating upon that. So sometimes you will see the sky, when dawn is happening now. Okay, so we got up early morning, 3:30 and 4 o'clock, and then we are seeing the moon is also there, the stars is also there, and now the blackish clouds are going away, and suddenly we will see some different colors on the sky. Very different colors, yellow color, red color. I mean, we can't even name all the colors. I'm not artistic, so I don't even know, but yeah, different colors are there on the sky, and all these different colors are basically ma is wearing flowers of different colors. And at the same time, when you look at around yourself in nature, you will see different flowers are blooming. Just when the sun comes out, flowers have started blooming. And the whole of nature, in early in the morning, the air quality is one of the best air qualities, and you feel so fresh. And when you breathe that air which is carrying the aroma of these flowers, from where have these flowers got that aroma, that fragrance? The flowers have got the fragrance from Ma's hair. That's how we meditate upon. When we are in nature, everything is coming from mother. So if I see a flower, if I see a jasmine flower and it smells good, what do we say? Oh, this smell has come from Ma's hair. Immediately your mind has gone to Ma. That's how you bring Ma to your daily life. You connect with her. She is a living being. She's not just in a picture or in a stone figure. She is there too. But this way, when you meditate, she is like a living being. You can smell her hair. You can touch her hair. Her hair is luxuriant. You see the flowers. You see the sky. Everywhere you start feeling only Ma's presence. Now let's go to the next one. तनोतु क्षेमं नस तव वदन सौंदर्य लहरी परिवाह स्रोत सरणिरिव सीमंत सरणि वहन्ति सिन्दूरं प्रबल कबरी भारति मिर द्विषाम्बृन्दै बन्दी कृतमिव नवीनार्क किरणम्. And now you meditate on her hair, and then you see that there is a partition in the hair, and in that partition mother has put sindoor. Sindoor means vermilion, a red color. Now usually vermilion is put by ladies in India who are married, and vermilion indicates that it is good fortune, and she is married lady. And here Ma is wearing that vermilion, indicative that her husband is Lord Shiva. It says, Mother, you look that beautiful. Looks like when I look at the vermilion in your hair, parted hair, here, when I look at the vermilion, it feels like your beauty is just flowing down on your face. But at that time, you are so beautiful that your hair, that hairs become like somebody who wants to capture your beauty. They do not want that the beauty should be flowing so much in abundance. So this hair, like, if this hair don't hold this beauty line, okay, then the beauty will be flooding everywhere, and it seems like this hair of yours are holding your beauty as a hostage on the either side. So on the either side, this vermilion mark is flowing, and these two people are holding them as a hostage, not allowing the beauty to flow freely, because it will flood the entire universe. Meaning, like for example, to understand this, for me it became very easy, because when you go to Gomukh, Gangotri, you see that there is a small stream of Ganga flowing. And that Ganga, when she comes down in Rishikesh or Kedarnath and Rishikesh, she goes on becoming bigger and bigger. Her speed becomes too much, like it will, and once it floods, we know what happens. And this Ganga becomes so big, it goes all the way from Varanasi and goes and meets in Ganga Sagar in Calcutta. So it starts like a small little stream, and then it grows on becoming like an ocean. So mother's beauty is just like that. Starts like a small stream, and then when you look at her entire form, it's like a flood of beauty. And this hair, they are holding it hostage. Mother, don't flood, don't flood. Nobody can hold this much beauty in their eyes. So let the beauty come like smaller things. This is what happens to the devotee of Ma. When you are meditating on her form, she appears so beautiful, and the beauty just starts flooding inside, and you feel as if you are drowned. You don't want to open your eyes, you just want to be swimming in it. That's how her beauty is. So here this meditation has been given. Now understand this, because we are so one meditation is when you're looking at Ma's form in the picture and you meditate like this. Another meditation is you're looking as Ma as nature, and early morning when you see first shloka started with stars, moons. Then the second shloka started with the fragrance, the black hair, and the third shloka comes with her vermilion. How do we relate this to the early morning? We relate it in such a way that the darkness, okay, the darkness that we see early morning, the sun is going to come, but we are seeing darkness everywhere still. So that darkness is like the hair of Ma. Darkness is Ma's hair. And slowly you see sun rays coming out of that darkness. Have you seen those pictures? Sun is like little bit one line shown, and then you see the rays coming out like straight lines. Those rays are like this partition of hair, which is holding the beauty. So that rays are like vermilion in color, reddish in color. So that is the partition, or we call Simantam, Simanta Sarani. And then, so that sun, when you see the sun in the morning and you see those rays, that is a Simantam. And then you see that the sun is ready to come. But these dark clouds are not ready to go. They are holding it. It takes a little time for the sun to come fully and the dark clouds to go away. Is it not? And once the sun comes fully, then you see the sunlight and everything becomes enlightened. It's the same way you meditate. Once you see Ma's beauty, you become enlightened. The sun just rises, the sun of knowledge just rises. In the beginning, it is being controlled by our own ignorance. So darkness means ignorance. But then slowly, when you look at Ma, the whole sun rises and you become knowledgeable about Ma's presence. Whether your eyes are closed or whether your eyes are open, you will always see her in everything. And you will experience the joy. Soundarya Lahari. Waves of joy, of beauty. All right, next one. But before going to the next one, let me point out one more thing. In the slok number 43, it said, Dhunotu Dhwantam Nastulita Dalitendivar Vanam. Oh mother, your hair, okay, it is black in color. Let it drive out all the darkness in us, and it appears as expanse of lilies. It appears as expanse of blue lilies in the Vanam. Okay, now here, when you look at the sky, sometimes you'll see the sky full red. When you look at those red sky, you must think that this is an expanse of red lilies. When you look at lilies are water flowers, there are lotuses and there are lilies. When you look at the lilies or you look at the lotuses, they only give you pleasure and they have very cooling effect to the mind. So similarly, when you look at the morning sky, you might see reddish color, expanse of red lilies. You see yellowish color, expanse of yellow lilies or white lilies. You see blue color in the morning. That blue color is expanse of blue lilies. And that blue color, early morning blue color, is so soothing, so nice. The air, everything is so nice in the morning, right? So when you do the darshan like this is the external darshan. One is you're sitting at home and you kept the mass photo and you're looking at that. But that darshan is okay. When you go out and you see darshan like this, that darshan is of a different quality. So I would always encourage you to be in nature and do that darshan which is being indicated in this shlokas. If not, no problem. If you don't have time or anything in the morning, you can see your mother also at home and feel this thing, whatever is being given here. Now let us go to the next shloka. Aralai swabhavyat alikalabasa shribi alikai paritam te vaktram parihasati pankheruharuchim darasmere yasmin dashanaruchi kinjal karuchire sugandho madhyanti smaradahana Chakshu Maduliha. Oh mother, your face appears like a blooming lotus, as I already told you, Daras Mere. Why blooming lotus? Because lotuses bloom when the sun comes. So one is you have looked up. Now the sky will become too hot. Now maybe you cannot see the sky. Then you look down, and wherever you look, okay, it has to be the presence of Ma only. So if you look at the lotuses are blooming right now because the sun has come. So it says, oh mother, your face is like that of a blooming lotus. Why are we using the word lotus? Because lotus gives us coolness. We are all suffering from the heat of this world. Everyday stress, tension, anxiety, fear, all this is troubling us. But when you look at Ma's face is very cooling. Immediately all your tension is gone, all your stress is gone. Ma is smiling at you, you are smiling at Ma. Everything you forget. So her face is like that of blooming lotus, giving us that coolness. And she is smiling at us. And her sparkling teeth are like the lotus filaments. And her face has the fragrance of lotus flower. Our meditation is very dynamic. When you remember her hair, smelling of great flowers. When you look at her smile, like lotus. Her body, her whole form is that of has the aroma of lotus. This kind of meditation we do. We don't do a boring meditation or reading something without knowing. If somebody can do a meditation like this, in the meditation they can feel the fragrance. But how will you know what is the fragrance of lotus? For that you will have to go and see what a lotus smells like. So buy a lotus, smell it. Every day smell it. And then when you are meditating, or either on the hair or on her, she's wearing a lotus garland, say, so that lotus garland will smell. But where has that lotus taken its smell from? From where has the lotus garland gotten its aroma? It has gotten it from Ma's form. So in our meditation, when we are lost in meditation, Ma is sitting there right with you. You are with Ma. And Ma is smelling so good. She may smell of sandalwood. She may smell of hibiscus. She may smell of rose. She may smell of jasmine. She may smell of parijata flowers. She may smell of champaka flowers. She may smell of lotuses. When we meditate like this, Ma is inside and you feel it. And I'm telling you, when the aroma starts coming inside you, you will feel the thrill, goosebumps, tears rolling down your eyes. When this symptoms start happening in your body, you are experiencing the presence of Ma. Don't just get up from the meditation, just be one with her as long as you can. If you want to cry, cry as long as you can. And after crying, don't just get up, just sit. Just experience that feel of her presence. Don't get up. Let time stop. That's how one has to meditate. Now we go to the next one. Oh, I have to explain this one. Sorry, I got so lost. Ma's beautiful face is so beautiful that there are curly hair. Looks like there are curls of hair falling on her face. And this curly hair are like swarm of bees. Bees are swarming. Like when you see the lotus, the bee is naturally attracted towards the lotus. So you see a flower with lotus flower with bees. So similarly, this hair are like those bees. Ma's face is like lotus flower, and these are like bees, curly bees, surrounding her hair. It says, Ma, you look so beautiful, that Shiva, who when he's meditating and when he opens his eyes and if he sees Cupid gets burnt, right? He turns into ashes. But Shiva, when he opens his eyes and he looks at you, he becomes like the bee. His mind becomes like the bee. He gets attracted towards you. He gets attracted towards the curls on your face. And he keeps smiling and he gets so much pleasure in doing that. So, Shiva, no one can attract the mind of Shiva, but your beauty, it does. And he derives so much pleasure just looking at your face. Oh, mother, your beauty, your beautiful face ridicules even the beauty of a lotus flower. So this is the indescribable, sublime beauty, sublime radiation that is coming out of Devi's, of Ma's face. Now let's go to the next one. Each and every shloka is so beautiful. Lalatam lavanya द्युतिविमलम् आभाति तव यत् द्वितीयं तन्मन्ये मकुटघटितं चन्द्रशकलं विपर्यास्न्यासात् उभयमपि सम्भूय च मिथ सुधालेपस्यूति परिणमतिराकाहिमकर. Oh, mother. So we meditated on her crown, we meditated on her beautiful hair, we meditated on the mang, sindoor, the partition, and then we meditated on her curly curls flowing, and then we meditated on her beautiful lotus like face. Now it says we are meditating on her forehead. So it says, oh, mother, your forehead shines. On the forehead, she has a bindi. Just like here, this I'm putting a bindi. So just like that. So on her forehead, she has a bindi. Okay. So we are meditating on that. And then we look at her forehead, and the forehead is like a inverted crescent moon. Like an inverted crescent moon. And on that she's wearing the crown. Now the crown is also having a crescent moon. He says, if that thing is inverted too, so mother forehead is inverted, the crown is also inverted, the crescent moon on the crown is also inverted, then if the forehead shines like that of a full moon now. So you're getting it? This is inverted, and the crown on the crescent moon on the crown is inverted. So they two inverted moons, they join together. And when they join together, they become like a full moon. So he says, mother, your forehead resembles like a two inverted moon, and when somebody looks at it, it is radiating so much effulgence and so much nectar. Because moon, what does moon do? Moon radiates nectar. So your face resembles like that of the moon, especially the moon of Kartik. This moon is especially the moon of Kartik. Whenever Kartik month comes, Sharad Purnima is there. It's a big festival in India. And that day you should go and look at the moon. And when you look at the moon, you have to meditate like this. This is Ma's forehead, and go to that joy, her hair, everything. Just meditate like this. So it gives that Amrit, it gives nectar to all those who meditate on Ma's form like this. Now let's go to the 47th one. Bhruvau bhugne kinchit bhuvana bhaya bhanga vyasanini tvadiye netrabhyam madhukara ruchibhyam dhrita gunam dhanurmanye savye tarakara grihitam ratipate प्रकोष्ठे मुष्टौ च स्थगयति निगूढान्तरमुमे. O Uma, you dispel the fear of the world. What is the biggest fear of the world? The biggest fear of the world is Calm. Calm means desire. We always keep desiring of things and we feel that we may not get it. Number one. Second, when we get that thing, we always fear that we may lose it. Say somebody goes for a job interview, always the fear whether I will get the job or not, whether I will get the job or not. Go with that anxiety. And then when you get the job, oh, I hope I can retain this job. I hope I can retain this job. I hope I can retain this job. I hope I don't lose my job. So first, whether you will get it or not. Second, you got it, now you want to retain it. And the third, if suppose you lose the job, then you go through another round of feeling bad. And then what will happen if I don't get the job for a long time? What will happen if I don't get the job for a long time? See, the cycle of insecurity, the fear of one desire goes on and on and on. Everybody is fearing. So here in this shloka says, "O Ma, you dispel the fear of the world." How do you dispel the fear of the world? So the reason people are fearing is because of Kam. Kam means Kamna. And Kam comes from Kamdeva. Kamdeva is the Cupid or Lord of Love. What he does, Cupid, what happens actually? Cupid has a bow and an arrow. The bow is invisible. We can't see. His bow is made out of bees. It says, okay, it is invisible. And he has an arrow. The arrows are the 5 senses which we have. We look from our eyes something, we get attracted towards it, and we need it. And to need that and to fulfill our desire, we fall into trouble. We hear something from our ears, we want that. And to fulfill that desire, we fall into trouble. So throughout the world, this power of attraction is working, and who is doing that? Cupid is doing that. So if somebody can control Cupid, then they can control these desires, and that's it. And they'll be freed from their fear. So the reason of fear is your desire, and the desire is because of this Kamdev throwing his arrows everywhere, and people are suffering. So he says, Shankaracharya says here, one who meditates on you, Ma, all their fears are dispelled. Why they are dispelled? Because Kamdev thinks he is powerful. But from where is he getting his power? He is getting his power from you. Oh mother, he is holding that bow and that arrow. But what is that bow and that arrow? That bow is mother's eyebrows. You see this shape? And the eyes, and then this nose going up. This is the arrow. So this is the bow, and the arrow is going like this, and there is a depression here. So it means that Kamdev is holding, when you hold that arrow and the bow, you have to press it at one place. So that place is the depression here. So he says the whole world is being attacked by him, but you keep him under check. You give him the power by your side glances, and that's why he's able to attract. But one who is devoted to you, oh mother, those people who worship you, who are devoted to you, Kamdev, Cupid cannot do anything to them. Cupid says, Ma, I'm at your feet, and I will never disturb your devotees. Let them be happy always. So this is the explanation here, that, oh mother, I feel that your slightly knitted brows look like the bow of the god of love, and the string of the bow being your black eyes, and which are like the bees, and this Cupid is holding the bow aloft with his left hand, clenched in his feet, and the nasal ridge and the space between the eyebrows is like the forearm holding the middle part of the bow of the fist. And that's how you are dispelling the fear of all your devotees, that don't worry, you are my very own. Cupid will not bother you henceforth. Ahasute savyam tavanayanam akartma kataya Triyamam vamam te srujati rajani nayakataya Tritiya te drishti daradalita he mangujaruchi Samadhatte sandhyam divasa nishayo antaracharim. Oh, he says, when you look at Ma in the picture, also you look at her right eye. So we meditated on the hair, we meditated on the crown, we meditated on the eyebrows, right? Now we are going on the eyes of Ma. It says, Ma, your right eye is the sun, and your left eye is the moon. If somebody looks at you, sun gives us energy, and moon gives us nourishment. All the plants are nourished by the moon. So when we eat those food grains, we are nourished. We're getting the nutrition from earth. So it says, Ma, those who meditate upon you, they get all the energy, all the nourishment just by looking at your eyes, because your right eye has the power of the sun. The sun gets power because he's looking at you. You look at him from your right eye and the sun gets power. You look at the moon from the left eye and the moon gets power. And your middle eye, here, one eye. There is one eye, the middle eye, the third eye, that is also little golden and reddish in color. And what is it? It is basically the Sandhya. Sandhya means the glorious twilight interweaving the day and the night. So when you see the sun fully bright, right eye. When you see the night, left eye. And when you see the twilight, the meeting of the dusk and the dawn, or the evening time, or the in between time, and in the afternoon, all those twilight times where are resembling her third eye. So 3 eyes and 3 times. Whenever you are in nature, whether you are going for work, you are traveling, and it has become already evening, and you see the setting sun, what will you say? Oh, mother's eyes, now right eye, and then when you see the rising moon, you will say mother's left eye. And while the sun is setting down and the moon is rising, in between that time, you will say mother's third eye. And that is why these sandhyas are very important. Most of the people, when we are doing sadhanas, sandhyas are very important, because you are getting the power of the sun and the moon together during those times. All right. So now let's go to the 49th one. These are such beautiful shlokas. Vishala Kalyani Sputaruchi Ayodhya Kuvalahi Kripadhara Dhara Kimapi Madhura Bhogavatika Avanti Drishtiste Bahunagar Vistara Vijaya Dhruvam Tat Namam Vyavaharana Yogya Vijayate. Now this is a very beautiful shloka. Actually, in this shloka, he is taking names of certain places which are there in our today's time also, but the names have changed a little bit. So he is taking names of those places, and if you see that these names will be in all directions of India. But these places he is taking, and he is describing the beauty of Ma using the names of these places. These places are very significant pilgrim places, So he has taken all those names, and he is describing the beauty of Mother. He says, "O Mother, your eyes are very beautiful, and they befittingly they define, they are denoting the names of places. For example, he is saying, your eyes are like the Vishala Nagari. Vishala is a place called Badrinath in India. Then another eyes is Kalyani. Kalyan is a place in Mumbai, near Mumbai. Kalyani Sputaruchihi Ayodhya Kuvalai. Ayodhya is the land of Rama, where Rama's birthplace. And he says, "O Mother, your eyes are like blue lilies which are blooming in Ayodhya." So eyes, first of all, your eyes are so big. Vishala means very big eyes. Second, Kalyani, your eyes are very auspicious. Third, your eyes resemble that of lilies. What kind of lilies? The lilies growing in Ayodhya. So in this way, looking at Ma's eyes, we are actually also thinking about all these holy places. Because just by the thinking of the holy places, we get the blessings of these holy places. So here he has so beautifully used the names of this holy places and describing the eyes of mother using these names. So that's the beauty of this whole little paragraph here. So your eyes are like the blue lilies from Ayodhya, and your eyes are like the fountainhead of flooding mercy. How? So mercy is flooding from your eyes. Compassion is flooding from your eyes. How beautiful is this? How beautiful is this? You look at Ma's eyes, big, and you say Badrinath ki jai, Vishala Badrinath ki jai. You look at Ma's eyes, Kalyani, auspicious, Kalyanapuri ki jai. You look at Ma's eyes, oh, beautiful like the blue lilies of Ayodhya, Ayodhyapuri ki jai. You look at Ma's eyes, flooding with compassion, flooding with mercy, flooding with grace. Kripa dhara dhara. And this here, Kripa dhara dhara is the place that is mentioned is Dhar district, which comes in Madhya Pradesh. Then Kimapi Madhura, oh mother, your eyes are also very, very madhur. Madhur means very sweet. Madhura, like sweet. Krishna is also described as Madhuram, Akhilam Madhuram. So similarly, Ma is also Akhilam Madhura. She is Akhila Madhura. She is fully Madhura, fully sweet. Her eyes is like when you look at her eyes, you can taste the sweetness, the nectar in her eyes. And this Madhura has two places in it. One is Mathura, where Krishna lives, that place, and another is Madhura, Madurai, that is in the south. So in the South Indian way, Shankaracharya was a South Indian. So Madhura and Mathura are one. South Indians say Mathura also they will call as Madhura. And Madurai and Madurai is one. Okay, so like that. So your eyes are like Mathura, or your eyes are like Madurai, or your eyes are like full of sweetness. And Abhogvatika. Abhogvatika, Kimapi Madhura Abhogvatika, Abhogvatika means which can fulfill the desires of all their devotees. So when you meditate on Ma's eyes, all your desires are fulfilled just by meditating on her. And Abhogvatika is the name of a place, Amravati, which is in Maharashtra, western part of India. So we know the places of the northern, then we went to place in the central, then we went to the place in the western, and then there is another place, then it says Avanti. Okay. So, and also your eyes, Avanti means your eyes are always protecting the devotees. Always protecting the devotees out of mercy. So, Avanti, your eyes are like Avanti, meaning protecting the devotees. And Avanti is Avantika Puri, Ujjain. So, Ujjain Nagri ki Jai. So how many places we have taken? Amravati ki jai, Ujjain ki jai. And not only that, your eyes are brilliantly shining and expanding all the way to Vijayanagar. Your eyes, when we look at your eyes is capturing everybody. Means you are victorious everywhere. Victorious means somebody who is victorious means he can capture that particular place. So mother's blessing is flowing through her eyes and going on expanding and expanding and expanding and expanding everywhere, and it is capturing every devotee. Wherever somebody is remembering Ma, it is capturing their hearts. So that place is called Vijayanagar, which comes probably in Karnataka or Andhra, that side. So many great cities have been mentioned here. Now, why has he mentioned the cities here? He just wants to say that Mother is being worshipped at all places. At all places, not only in India, everywhere, in any corner of the place if somebody is remembering her. Her beautiful glance is on that devotee and it is expanding. Even if you remember her in some remote corner of Africa, her eyes are going to go there. And that devotee is in the eyes of Mother. So that's how we worship. That wherever we look, it is only Ma's presence. In the previous one of the shlokas, he has said, right, 27th shloka, that wherever I walk, Ma, it is a circumambulation to you. So in whichever city you are living, it doesn't really matter. You are walking in that city and you are thinking about Ma in this way. You are thinking about Ma's eyes in this way. You are circumambulating Ma. And Ma's kripa, Ma's mercy is flowing through you. Whatever you are talking, we read in the 27th shloka, whatever you are saying becomes a prayer to Mother. So when you remember Mother and you simply say, Mother, I love you, you are so sweet. That's it. That's your prayer. That's all you have to do. So here, that is what is being explained. Remember all these places. This is not ritualistic. This is the matter of your feeling. This is a matter of connecting with Ma from your heart. Now let's do the last one for today. Kavinam sandarbhas tabaka makarandai rasikam kataksha vyakshepa भ्रमर कलभौ कर्णयुगलम् अमुञ्चन्तो दृष्ट्वा तव नवरसास्वादतरलौ असूया संसर्गात् अलिकनयनं किञ्चिदरुणम्. Oh Ma, again we are sitting only on eyes. So the previous slok was also on eyes, how beautiful are her eyes, mentioning different cities. And before that also her eyes, it started from her eyes being the sun, the moon, the third eye being reddish in color. Then it says your eyes, both your eyes are full of mercy, auspicious and like blooming lilies and fountain of flooding mercy, and your eyes are protecting your devotees in every place, in every corner of the world, and your eyes are brilliantly shining in all these great cities. And now he comes to this shloka. This is also a description of Mother's eyes. He says, Ma, Mother's eyes and Mother's ears also. He says, Ma, you are always interested in drinking navrasas. Navrasas means, when we say poetry, there are 9 mellows in poetry, 9 different feelings in Indian poetry. 9 different feelings are called navrasas. So out of that, navrasas could be like experiencing fear, or experiencing anger, or experiencing love, and love for your lover, romance, all this. So many other things, experiencing some affection, parental affection, experiencing or not experiencing or depicting, say, astonishment, all these things. So many different feelings that arise in the viewer while he or she is reading the poetry or reading a drama or seeing a drama. All these are part of navarasas, different 9 mellows, poetic expressions, 9 poetic expressions. So he says, Mother, you are always interested in all these poetic expressions. Meaning any devotee of yours, if he is singing your glories, say any devotee is singing Soundarya Lahari, anybody sitting anywhere in the remote corner of the world, he just got impressed and he's like, okay, I'm going to sing the Soundarya Lahari from now on, or he's singing Lalitha Sahasranam, or he's singing Lalitha Trishati, or any other prayer or any other bhajan about you. Oh Mother, your ears become very alert. Your ears are always ready to hear. It wants to drink these navarasas. So if some devotee is sitting on this side, your ears become active on this side and you are hearing, oh, this person is singing Soundarya Lahari. Oh, my child is singing Soundarya Lahari. And somebody is sitting here and chanting Lalitha Sahasranam. Oh, you'll be like, oh, my child is chanting the Lalitha Sahasranam. And somebody is sitting in the front, he is chanting Lalitha Trishati. She becomes happy. My child is chanting this. Oh my God, I'm so happy. Everywhere she's seeing, she's surrounded by her loving children like us. And we are just chanting her name and we are just doing her praises and stutis and bhajans. So her ears are always ready to receive that nectarian feelings arising. When we sing with feeling, it is going in mother's ears. So when somebody is sitting here and singing, so it says your ears are hearing and your eyes, already they are big, Vishala. Then they become much more big and your eyes are like lilies, like the lotus. So your eyes are this big and they become this big and they go all the way till this ear because somebody is singing Soundarya Lahari. Oh, these devotees are singing Soundarya Lahari. Oh, my favorite child, Adi Shankaracharya wrote it. Oh, let me hear. So she is hearing from here and her eyes go like here. And then somebody starts, Lalita Sasnam here. Her eyes goes here. Big eyes, Vishal, big. And then, like a lotus flower. So here also the ears are open. So one eye is going here, one eye is going here. Sometimes he's going here, sometimes you're going here. And Ma is just enjoying this. So her eyes are hovering around her both ears. And these two ears are delighting in the nectar dripping from the form of hymns made by the poets. So the poets are singing and these hymns, they are dripping nectar, and so one eye is going here, she is enjoying it. So this area is enjoying. Now this third eye, what happens to this one? He says, oh mother, your third eye is becoming very red. Why is it becoming red? It said in the previous one, your third eye is reddish in color. Why is it becoming red? Oh mother, this third eye is becoming red because of jealousy. These two eyes are enjoying so much, but this third eye, poor third eye, it is not able to go here, it is not able to go here, it is just stuck here, and that is why the third eye has reddish color out of jealousy. So this is just a little nectar that is coming out, from this poetry. So this kind of poetries which are full of nectar, full of sweetness, just like how Shankaracharya has written it. This is what Ma is wanting to hear. We as listeners, maybe we cannot write such poetries, but at least we can make an attempt to recite them every time we recite. Whatever we recite, maybe one paragraph, maybe 2 paragraphs, 100 shlokas are there. Pick up anything, just recite that to Ma, and Ma will be very happy, very pleased with you, and her eyes, they will reflect grace, they will reflect mercy, they will reflect all auspiciousness, and everything will be bestowed upon you. So with this, we will end this today's all the shlokas, and there are much more beautiful shlokas that are going to come. Soundarya Lahari is waves of beauty, and we are going to nicely enjoy these waves of beauty in the future videos. Till then, Jai Ma, Jai Lalitambika, Jai Gurudev.